students. I am Mrs. Helm, the librarian here at Paul Monroe, and I am so excited for those of you guys who had an opportunity to put books on hold last week by using the Destiny catalog. This week, we're going to look at Destiny catalog again, but if you aren't able to come up to the school to check out a book, or would just like to do it from the comfort of read a book from the comfort of your couch and on your device, then let me show you that I have just added 60 new ebooks to our collection, and I picked them from the most checked out books at Paul Monroe. So I think you'll probably find books that you like. So let me show you how to do it. From our library webpage, what I'd like for you to do is go to Destiny Discover, like we've done before. And what you're going to do in Destiny Discover is we're going to look at particularly at the ebooks. But remember, one of the most important things to do when you get to Destiny Discover is go up here to log in, which we'll do here in just a second. I'll use my login. But first I wanted to show you that down here, this is where the ebooks are added. So if you go to see all right here, then you can see all of in this case, we have 75 new ebooks, and they're all able to be accessed from this device, from whatever you're using. So it can be a Chromebook, it could be an iPad, any of your devices you'll be able to read books on, which some of you guys are maybe familiar with doing this before with something like Epic, but this just has like all the best titles and things that probably are the most checked out and most interesting books that we have, or at least some of them. So 75 ebooks here. Now, if you can just scroll through them and check them out. Maybe you've heard of some of these before. Some of them are ones that are brand new, like The One and Only Bob, which is the sequel to The One and Only Ivan. We've got all kinds of different books. But if you wanted to search by a certain kind of book, you can also just search the ebooks and do that right here in the title. So let's take Smile as a good example. Why not? So what we'll do is we will go to more details when we click on the book, and it tells us, oh, we need to log in first before we can look at this. So why don't we go ahead and log in, and you will use your first name or the beginning of your email handle, I mean, and then your password, which is your lunch number without the 0. So I'll put in mine, and let's submit that. And that will, oh, I guess I typed in my lunch number wrong. Sorry. All right, and let's do that again. Yeah, I did type it in wrong. All right, here we go. So this will log me in, and you'll see a screen that looks basically the same. And then what you'll do is you can just open this book. So you don't have to check it out. You can actually open it, and you can read it just by opening it. So most of these books you can only be checked out to one person. So one way, if you want to share and maybe even read, have a bunch of people reading the same book at the same time, is you can just open the book rather than check it out, and then it becomes available to you. So here's what it will look like. This is the book Smile, which, if you didn't know, Smile is a graphic novel. And so it's going to have all of the pictures. But it also gives us some options for how we can look at this. So if we go up here to the top, we have some options as what way we want to see the book, what the layout of the book is here, what kind of background we like. You can go to Bookmarks, and you can add a bookmark if you're like halfway through the book and you want to remember where you were. It's so easy to add a bookmark, and it will just start at this page, and then when you open it back up, it will be already open to the page you want it to be on. And then you can also highlight or make notes from the book, which probably works better if you're doing research, but these books are really just for free reading. So this book is a graphic novel, and so it does not have one of the features, which is pretty cool about this, which is the read aloud. But I will warn you that the read aloud in these books tends to sound a little bit robotic. So it might not be your favorite. I'm going to go back real quick to our list of ebooks and just give you an example real quick. of those. And um, so a typical book, meaning like one that has text, you can actually do a lot more with it. Although I would say that, the graphic novels that we have are pretty great. Let's take a look at Mercy's. Let's see. Some of these are showing that they're out. Oh, I must have accidentally checked them out just a minute ago. That's okay. I'll fix that. Let's look at the one and only Bob real quick. And if we look at more details and we just press open again, we can, if we're not sure about a word, let's say, for example, you get to something and you don't know what the word is, or you're not sure exactly what it means. One of the advantages to this is that we can actually go up here to the top, and we can click on a word, like say example this one right here, and we can define it, or we can look it up in Google, or we can play just to hear what the word sounds like. Such a cool thing when you are wanting to read something, but you're not, you don't know all the words. We can do any of those functions that will help us define what an aardvark is. Okay. And sometimes if there's a plural, this is just a little clue. Like in this case, aardvarks, it just said it was the plural of aardvark, which is great. But if we look at it without the S, it tells us that it's a burrowing mammal from sub-Saharan Africa. So there you go. That's one of the vocabulary words in One and Only Bob. And Bob is a book that has both illustrations and text, and so it looks this way. And just for an example, I'll show you that you can play it. You probably can't hear it, but it will read the words out loud to you as it highlights which word you're on. So give this a try. There are so many good ebooks that I loaded on here. So if like say your favorite book here is checked out, then see if you can try and get it as an ebook. You can just open the book and read it, or if you'd rather check it out, go ahead and check it out. Either way, just remember to return it when you finished reading it so that the next kid can check it out. So again, have fun with that this week. I hope to see lots of checkouts or kids reading books. And if you have any questions, please let me know there's a little form on the website, or you can email me, and I'd love to chat with you about and give you some good book suggestions if you're not sure what to read. So have a great week.